The iconic Budweiser Clydesdales are making a special stop nearby in French Lick, Indiana this weekend on their national tour. This tour is in partnership with Folds of Honor, and it raises support for families and fallen and disabled soldiers and first responders. Justin Winiger is with the Orange County Beverage Company up in French Lick, one of the distributors of Anheuser-Busch that we should say. It's great to have you here to talk about something that is as iconic as the Clydesdales.
Well, it's great to be here. I appreciate you guys having me.
This is such a cool stop, right? I think the opportunity to see them in person, is it like a scene the minute the Clydesdales step off of the trailers?
Yeah, so if people have never seen the Clydesdales, this is a great opportunity to get up and close personal with them. Yeah, as soon as the trailers roll in, we were offloading them Monday into their stabling area at the French Lick Resort. We had no advertising, and people were just blocking up, watching them pull the horses off, watching us build the stables for them to put the horses in. So yeah, it's always a scene, and there's always a big fan base that follows them wherever they go.
There's, I feel like, a very important message and a mission attached to them on this visit. This is in partnership with Folds of Honor,
Correct.
Which has been a partnership for about 14 years. And if people are not familiar with this really gives back to our veterans in a big way.
Yeah. So Anheuser-Busch has been partnered with Folds of Honor for 14 years. And as you said in the opening, it's a great way. It gives back to disabled and fallen veterans families and through scholarships. And then they just recently added first responders to that as well. We are actually going to be giving a check presentation on Saturday in French Lick on our tour. And yeah, it's just such a great partnership with Anheuser-Busch every summer. So much, they donate so much for every case that's sold to Folds of Honor, and it's been a great working partnership. And we actually have a special guest coming in Saturday.
Oh, yeah. I mean, talk about a hero that you get to meet.
Rocky Sickman,
He's not only the spokesperson for Folds of Honor, but he's a Marine veteran.
Yes.
One of 65 Americans that was held in the 1979 Iranian hostage crisis.
Yes.
His story, folks, to read the story is amazing. But I can imagine hearing it in person and why he loves to give back in this way.
Yeah, well, and what's crazy about Rocky is just how humble he is. You would never, if you didn't know Rocky's story, you would never guess that all that happened to him and the service that he has given to the country and to Folds of Honor and even to Anheuser-Busch over the years that he was there.
He always says he feels very lucky to be alive, and the lives that were given by our soldiers, that he could be free, that he feels forever indebted to give back.
Absolutely.
And be there in this way.
Yes.
I'm not going to cry. You're going to cry. But tell us, like, where can we meet him and where can we see the Clydesdales?
So the Clydesdales, I'll start with that. So the Clydesdales, the tour kicks off today. They will be at the Orleans Town Square from 1 to 4. They'll be hitched up.
Complete schedule there.
Perfect.
Good,
there
good,
it is.
Good.
Yeah. So they'll be at the square 1 to 4, but they'll be hitched up 2 to 4 because it takes an hour for them to set up. Tomorrow, everybody can see them at the French Lick Resort at their stables, which is located in between the event center and the parking garage, from 10 to 4. Friday, they'll have stable hours from 10 to noon, and then from 1 to 4, they'll be at the Salem Walmart. Full hitch, walking around. And then on Saturday, there'll be stable hours, 10 to noon. And then 1 to 3, there'll be a parade through French Lick.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we're going to take them. We're going to do some bar stops. And then on Saturday...
You're going to do some bar stops.
Bar stops,
I love it,
that's right. That's right.
If you're an Anheuser-Clydesdale, that's what you do.
That's what you got to do.
Right.
Deliver the product.
Deliver the product.
And then on Saturdays, when Rocky's going to be at Walmart on Friday, and then at the resorts on Saturday.
Okay.
So that's where people can come and meet Rocky.
This is part of kind of a national tour, and I did not know until you kind of lifted the great mighty eyes. You took me behind the scenes this morning. So there's like a couple of tour groups, if you will,
Correct.
of the Clydesdales.
So people may not know this. So when you see the Clydesdales out at a basketball game or a football game, out wherever they're at, there's actually 3 hitches that travel. So there's a West Coast hitch that handles everything kind of west of the Mississippi. There's an East Coast hitch that takes care of everything east of the Mississippi, and then there's a St. Louis hitch that does special events around that area. So
these guys came in from New York?
This is the East Coast hitch.
East Coast.
So they were in New York before They come here. So they were in New York last week, and then this weekend they stopped and let the horses out at Lexington, Kentucky to have they have a farm there that they
got a couple.
They rest at,
Yeah.
you know. And then they rolled in here on Monday. So
Love that. And you guys are going to head on up, and everything kicks off today as well.
Everything kicks off today,
So whole schedule of events that we just showed you. If you didn't have to memorize, we're going to send you to a website. But it is great to meet you. Thank you.
It is nice.
So much for coming in.
I appreciate you having me on this morning.
Really special. You can learn more about Folds of Honor at foldsofhonor.org. And of course, if you want more information today with French Lick and where the Clydesdales are going to be, just head on up. I think French Lick's main page.
French Lick's main page. They have the whole schedule of events there.
So just head on over there.